really, guys, success is something that a lot of us are chasing, and for me, it hasn't always been successful. I've had my fair share of challenges, as has every entrepreneur. I shared on a hangout earlier this week about one of those challenges. When I was in a foreign country, and really, I was on top of the world, and I had a significant six-figure income. We'd moved to that country to help develop that market, and put all the logistics in place, put the general manager in place for that company, done all of the consultant side of things, and was out there in the field building it. And I got a phone call from the senior vice president of sales, and he said, well, you know what, you've been consulting for another company, so we're gonna dock your pay. We're not gonna pay you. We're gonna uninvite you from the incentive trip that was happening that next weekend, which 90% of the people at that trip were actually part of my organization that I built. And I went from having it all to having nothing and being stuck in a third world country with really no way out. The thing about when you're earning huge amounts of money, it's very easy to spend huge amounts of money, because when you're banking 30 to 50 grand a month, you'd be surprised how easy it is to spend that money. And I was in a situation where I had my family, in a foreign country, in a third world country, and I had to make a decision, and that's when we did the beta launch of the IMGlobal platform known as the Rainmaker system. We put 500,000 leads in that platform in a space of 14 months, and that exact system, and part of that I'm going to share with you today, helped me build to the top of that company within the first few weeks and build a six-figure income within a couple of months within that company. So, just to put it out there, I've had tremendous success in my life, and I've also had tremendous hardship and tremendous failure. And the thing is, the road to success is never a straight path. It's always windy. So regardless of what success you've had in the past, maybe you've been successful, maybe you haven't, here at IMGlobal, we're going to show you the path that is going to give you the least resistance to your success. And I'm very excited to share with you one of the pillars of your success online, which is building your online brand. You see, companies come and go, products and services come and go, trends change. But your brand does not. Your brand is your footprint in the world. And really, it enables you to have an authority and have a presence online that regardless of what happens, you've always got that to fall back on and to enable you to generate income. And the new high authority IMGlobal blog that we just rolled out last week is absolutely incredible at not only helping you build your brand, but helping small businesses and the average person generate an income online. And so if you haven't already set up your IMGlobal Authority blog, now if you're already an IMGlobal community member, you would have your current IMGlobal blog. This is going to be an additional blog to that. So it's going to be two separate logins, and you have to request a blog in order to get it set up. This thing is so powerful. We're not just going to give it out to everybody who opts into the IMGlobal community. You have to do the getting started wizard. You have to click the button on step 5 in order to get privileged access to this authority blog. Some people would charge $1,500 to $4,000, $5,000 for this technology. You're getting it as part of your IMGlobal Elite membership. It's absolutely incredible value. Less than a cup of coffee a day, you're getting this incredible value. Now, this is a screenshot of what you're going to be looking at when you do set up your IMGlobal Authority blog. And you can see here this green button right in the middle. You want to press that green button. Once you press that green button, you'll get a confirmation page that'll tell you it could take up to 24 hours to get your logins emailed to you, and then you're all set. Then your authority blog is in production. The Ninja team is getting things set up, and you're good to go. Now, let me explain the difference between, or I should say the benefits to you of the new blogging network. And remember, the domain is much shorter. So now the new domain is going to be imglobal.me/discover/your username. So before you set up your blog, make sure that you've selected your username. It's something that brands you or brands your product or brands your service. And really I can recommend if you want to build an income online, you want to build your brand first, your personal brand first. If you're a small business owner, then yes, brand your business. Maybe it's Bob's Plumbing. then brand your business with your username. But if you're an internet marketer or a network marketer, then you want to brand yourself first and your products and opportunities second. Here's why. You control your brand 100%. You have no control over the products or services that you promote unless you own them. Okay, so you want to make sure that you focus on your brand, because your brand is money for the long term. And if I didn't focus on building my brand when I got that phone call, I would have been devastated because I didn't have a plan B. Because I built my brand online, I had a plan B and I could generate leads on demand very, very easily. So that's what we're talking about here today, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the elite version is fully customizable, meaning you can change themes. You can make it look totally different. You can change the theme and the headers. You can change the widgets. You can change the banners. You can even change it to your own URL. So say, for example, you have yourname.com. Then you can map that domain directly to your blog and still get all of the amazing SEO benefits of the IMGlobal blog network. And here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, as the network grows and grows and grows, your results, your traffic are going to increase and increase. We've only been in the marketplace less than 3 months. And in already that time, we're within the top 10,000 websites of the world ranked in the US. That's incredible, guys. You know, we're not even really getting started here, and we're already under the top 10,000 websites ranked within the US just in a very short period of time. So imagine as we grow and grow and grow, the people that are using our authority blog are going to get incredible benefits for their business, their leads, their sales, and their profits for whatever business that they want to promote. Now, you can also automate your social media marketing, and we're going to talk a little bit about that today. And really, today is about giving you the flow process of when you get started for 2 reasons. 1, so you understand how to do it, and 2, so you understand to guide any of your new referrals if they need a little bit of help as well. Now, the first thing that I want to point out is the new enhanced blog network is at the end. Now, your original blog is going to be your ID number. This is your original blog. Okay, that hasn't changed. You're still going to, and you log into your new blog. This is the URL that you want to use. Okay, you want to make sure that you're not logging into the master blog. If you're logging into the master blog, then you're not going to be able to access any of the features. You're not going to be able to make posts. You're not going to be able to do anything. You'll just be able to view your profile. And we've already seen this with some people sending into customer service. So for those people out there trying to get into their blog, make sure that the URL is imglobal.me/discover/WP/admin. Okay, if you're getting an error message saying that you don't have privileges or you don't have access to making a post or any of the other areas, then you want to make sure that you're logging into the right blog, because if you're logging into the main blog, the IMGlobal blog, then you're not going to have any rights or privileges in order to make a post, because that's the root blog, and you want to make sure that you're logging into your specific blog. That'll save a lot of frustration for a lot of you. Just make sure, and I'll show you when we go over to the live example, to make sure that your username is in the URL when you log in, because it will log you into both. Okay, so that'll stop a lot of frustration. Now, when you first log into IMGlobal Authority Blog, you're going to get this screen, and it gives you 3 options: easy mode, wizard mode, and standard mode. Here's what you need to do. You need to choose wizard mode. Wizard mode is going to give you the step-by-step process, which is going to guide you through how to set up your authority blog. Okay, so if you've already chosen one of the other modes, you're already in there, no problem. You can switch it back, show you how to do that. It's very simple, but for the time of getting your blog set up, you want to be in the wizard mode, because it's going to give you the specific steps in a specific order. Okay, and that's very important that you get your blog set up, so you're getting the maximum effectiveness out of your blog. So let's now go across to the live run through, and okay, so now we can see here, this is what you'll see when you go into the wizard. So once you've chosen the wizard, you can see here my username is in the URL. So this means I'm actually within my own authority blog, not within the main blog. Like I mentioned earlier, it's very important that you're logging in to the right blog so that you can make posts and you can change your profile. Now, we can see here, it's if you've already set up your original IMGlobal blog, it's very similar. There's just a few more fields that you fill in, which will help automate a lot of the social media and a lot of other elements and really supercharge your blogging experience. Now, at any time, you can come over here and click on the help, and you've got videos that pop down. So you can see here, step 1, setting up your profile. Step 2, so you can follow along and watch the video, and then while the video is playing, you can fill out the fields. So we have a new step 1 and a new step 2 video coming very soon, which will include the extra fields. But these videos are going to be enough right now to get your blog set up because it's pretty self-explanatory, and I'm going to go through that in just one moment. So remember your help tab up here. This is very, very important to make sure you guide new people with the help tab, because here is all of the training videos right within their WordPress back office, right within their authority blog back office, which is going to help them and step them through each step very, very simply, very easily. And they can pause, they can play, they can fill it out, and they can really get everything set up effectively the first time around. So let's take a quick look at setting up your profile step 1. This is one of the longest ones because there's a few things you need to do. It's very simple, but it just takes a little bit of time. So you want to make sure your first name and last name are in there. Your nickname you can put in there as well. And you want to make sure you display your name as if you're branding a product or a service, then you can use that product or service. If you're branding yourself, then make sure it's your first name and last name like you see here. Now, your email is automatically filled out. For your website, you can actually add your IMGlobal affiliate link. So you can see here, imglobal.me/10002. We come down here, and we've got 4 fields which are very important in the later stages that we need to fill out. Now, you can fill out your AIM, your Yahoo, and your Google Talk. Not completely necessary, but you can fill those out if you wish. Now, the necessary ones are your Google profile URL. Now, there's a couple of different ways you can get this URL. You can go back to your Getting Started wizard within your IMGlobal back office, step 3, and you have all of your URLs that you've already put in. So we can simply copy and paste that URL across and then drop it into the field. Okay, you can see it's already filled out here. Now, if you don't want to go back into your back office admin of IMGlobal, you can go to your Google Plus page, and the way that you find your URL is very simple. You click on Profile, which takes you to your profile page. And then up here we can see we want all of the numbers. This is your ID number. Okay, we want this part of the URL. We don't need the posts or the doubling up of the URL. So just take the number, which is your unique identifier, copy that, and you can come across and paste it in. We can see it's already in there. So very simple stuff. Okay, your Facebook profile URL, once again, is from your Facebook page. The easiest way for you to do this, because you've already done it in your Getting Started wizard, is just come back here to step 3. We copy and we paste into the profile URL. Twitter is just your ID. It's not your URL. See how this says URL? This says ID. So our Twitter ID is our username. So if we see here in our Twitter, then our username is Joel Putland. So we put that in, and away we go. Now, we recommend setting a new password, and here's why: for your account security. Okay, so choose a password that is not simple to crack. Make sure it's at least moderate in terms of the strength and something that you can easily remember. Now, if you ever forget your password, you can always do a password reset on your Discover blog, on your authority blog first page, on your login page. You can always do that forget password and have your password reset. So it's no big deal if you forget your password. It's very easy to change. So pretty simple stuff so far. You can change this, but just leave that as it is, the easy blogging. Come down here to your biographical info. Now we want to put in our photo, just like we did in our original blog. Have our photo and then have our text. This is just copy and paste straight out of the 30-day marketing challenge that you download on step 5. Okay, so copy and paste that in, and then we can come down here and we have a new feature, or a couple of new features, but let me explain this feature first, your avatar settings. Now what this does is enables you, instead of having a blank picture whenever you make a comment, whenever you comment on someone else's blog, to brand yourself. So now you can change your avatar and have it the same image as your profile image. Okay, you want to build your brand online, so keep everything similar because that's going to enhance your brand. If you have different photos for everything, people are not going to relate them together. So you want to have it the same as your profile image and on your blog and across all of your social media, so then that way when somebody sees you, they can recognize you straight away as opposed to a different picture. So we just click on change avatar and you can upload an image. It's very simple. I'm not going to do it for you here. And that'll give you your image whenever you make a post and whenever you comment on somebody else's blog, which is very, very important. So we click update profile. That'll update our profile, and then we move on to the next step. So we can either click here, next step, or we can click on step 2, but for the sake of this training, we'll just click on step 2. Now, the very first post that we want to do is going to be our personal post, our name. And here's why, ladies and gentlemen, when you're branding yourself online, you know, the first thing people do if they're looking to join you in an opportunity, if they're looking to do research on you, if they're looking to find out who you are, they're going to Google your name. So the best way for you to control the results is to dominate the first page. Okay, so doing a blog post about yourself, and you can do multiple blog posts about yourself, are going to get you the page 1 in Google for your name. Now that's not only going to add to your brand, it's going to show people that you're actually able to rank in the search engines. It's going to give them a very good impression of you in terms of being an online marketer, in terms of being able to help them grow their business, or if they're looking to join you as a network marketing opportunity, your ability to help them succeed both online and offline. This is a very important post. So it can simply titles, and what we want to do, the keyword is going to, so we come across here on the right hand side and we click plus to add a keyword. We add that keyword in and we hit plus. Now that keyword is going to be what we're optimizing this blog post for. Now we're not going to go into the nitty-gritty. I'm just going to give you a brief rundown of everything because everything is explained within the training videos up here under Help tab. Okay, we're just going to do a quick run through today, and then we're going to do Q&A, mainly for the people who already had our old blog and the differences between the new blog. So we're going to not get into this, but you can write, and you want to keep your posts between 300 to 500 words for your personal name, and here's why. Google likes longer content over shorter content. So in terms of getting ranked, you want to give people a description of who you are, what you're about, your past successes, your past failures, and really how you can help them get to where they want to be in their online career or offline career. So this is about providing value and really letting people know who you are so they can relate with you. They can get to know you at a deeper level than just perhaps Facebook messaging or coming through a lead capture page or anything of that nature. Now we have a few settings down here. We're not going to get into this right now. We can see we have a more sophisticated and advanced SEO scoring software now. So we're going to do a special training on that at a later stage. We're not going to get into that today. But if we go to the next step, after we've done our post on ourselves, now we have push button blog optimization. Now what this does is totally optimizes your blog for rankings. Everything's pretty much automated. You just push a button, and let me show you. Activate. It's done. Okay, very, very simple step. Now that's activated. Now we have step 4, which is optimize the plugins. So we can see that's been activated. We come to the next step, and this is a very simple step again. There's videos up here for step 3 that explain everything, so it's very straightforward. We simply click all plugins, optimize, and apply. So we tick a box, we select optimize, we click apply. Now we can see they're all optimized. So we have done step 4. Now we're on to step 5, and this is where the fun begins. This is basically setting up your Google Plus page and your blog to work synergistically together and really dominate rankings for your blog posts. And we call it the G spot because once you give Google what they want, they'll give you what you want. Now, Google knows you want traffic. They know you want to make money. They know you want to index in page 1 of their search. So if you give Google what they want and you do it effectively, Google is going to in turn reward you with greater search engine positioning. So what we're going to do, and on all of the new blogs, of the new authority blogs, we have this great little plugin which is going to enable you to link up your Google Plus page with your IMGlobal authority blog. So it's very, very simple. Most of the settings are already in here. You just have to put in your Google ID number. Now, once again, if we come back here to either our Google Plus page or to our step 5, we can see here we have the number. So we just take the number for this. So we control and copy that, and we can just paste it in. So it's already pasted in. We want to use the Google badge. Yes, you can use a custom name if you want. We're not going to get into that. I'm just going to show you the very brief steps to get this set up. Again, there's a video up here that's going to step you through this as well. So even if you don't, it's not designed today to kind of today's designed to step you through it so you get an overall picture of how it all works. But everything is covered in the videos. So we can see here step 5, play the video, follow along, set it up as you go. It's just a 4-minute video. It's very simple setup. So everything's there for you so you can learn and earn as you learn here with IMGlobal. So we want to make sure we want to set it at 5 posts to show maximum, 3 to 5. Otherwise, it's going to be too long on our sidebar. Now, and we simply click save, and that's done. Now our Google Plus page is linked back to our blog, and our blog is linked back to our Google Plus page, and Google is happy. We're happy because we're getting more links, we're getting more search engine rankings, and really it's going to supercharge your SEO on your blog as well. Now here you can see all of the different widgets that you can fully customize now. So say, for example, you don't want recent posts or you want categories first, you can switch those around. Everything comes default, but you can add different widgets and everything. We're not going to get into that right now, but it's part of the full customization of your blog. Now, step 6 is probably one of the most important, but one of the steps that'll demand a little bit of your time, energy, and your brain power to get it set up. Now, once it's set up for life. Just remember that when you're setting it up. Some people it may take half an hour, some people it may take an hour, some people may just set up 1 or 2 to start off with and then come back and gradually add the different social network syndication. Now what this does is whenever you put a blog post out there online, it will syndicate that amongst all of your social media, 15 of the top platforms on the planet, 10 of which are in the top 10, or I should say several which are the top 10 websites in the world. Now every time you put a blog post, it links back and it gives you amazing SEO benefits. It gives you eyes on your posts, it gives you traffic, leads, and sales. So this is a very important setup. Now it will take a little bit of time, and once again there's a video here that will step you through the process. Okay, so all you need to do.
I have one question here, Joel.
Yes, ma'am.
Just explain to me, I'm sure there's other people out there, just a little bit easier about syndicate to your social media. So what you're really saying in a nutshell is, instead of having to go like before and go to your Facebook and make your own and post and comment on Facebook to get people to go to your blog and go to your Google and go to YouTube and go to all the other social media, you're saying that this part of what we just have now, syndicating, it'll do all of that for you.
You gotcha, Mal. So as opposed to you having to copy your blog post URL and then go to your Facebook and put it on your Facebook and then go to your Twitter and tweet it and then go to YouTube and put it on your YouTube and then go to LinkedIn and share it on LinkedIn, this automates that process. So you could imagine that saves you an incredible amount of time. So this is a very, very important element of the new blogging platform, because it is going to automate all of your social media marketing of your blog. It's going to include pictures in some networks. It will include videos in other networks, depending on the functionality. Facebook will also embed images and videos. Google Plus, when you link it to your Google Plus page, will also embed images. We can see here when we do the drop down all of the different elements that it has. Now, not all of these we're going to use, like vBulletin and vContact, but you'll see Blogger, Digo, Delicious, Facebook, Friend Feed, Google+. Now, the first one that you want to do, of course, is Google+. And here's why, because if you set up your Google+, then it's going to automate all of your Google+, and Google+ is really the best social network for SEO, because why? Google owns it, so they're going to give preference to Google+. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Legally, they can't say that, but ladies and gentlemen, that's how it works. So Google+ and YouTube and Facebook would be the first three that I would say to set up. Now, once you've got those set up, then you can come back and you can start doing the other networks. What I'd recommend is Pinterest, incredibly powerful for traffic. And once again, whenever you do a blog post, once you set these up, it's going to automatically send that blog post out and spur on social interaction for your blog posts. So it saves you an incredible amount of time. It's incredibly powerful. It's incredibly automated once you set it up. Now, to set it up, for example, we can just click on Google+, and then it comes up with the nickname. So, we can just call the posting delay. And this is important. You don't want to have all of the links going out at the same time. Otherwise, Google looks at it and they know that it's automated. So very simply, we can choose, maybe we do our Google+ 9 minutes after we do our blog post. We can set it up to days, but we don't recommend days. Maybe 1 or 2 day span, and then it's continually drip feeding those links out. It's continually doing that for you. It's very simple. We put our Google+ username, our Google+ password, which is usually our Gmail login, our Google login, and then our URL. Remember that same URL that we've already used. It's probably, that's the number, but the URL we simply copy from step 5 from the Getting Started wizard in your IMGlobal back office. We paste it in, and then we choose how we want it to display. So we can have it like this example, which is an image post. We can have it like this example, which is text post with attached blog spot, and that's what we want. It's already default, okay, so we don't need to change it. We click update settings and it's done. I mean, that took all of 30 seconds to do. Some of them will require you having to generate some API keys and different things like that. Everything is explained in this link over here. So if you get stuck and you can't do anything, come over here, click on this link. It's going to take you to the external site, which is going to give you a step-by-step instruction of how to put everything together. I'm not going to open it up on our live hangout, but once you click on that, it'll take you to the page. It will have step-by-step instructions of what you need to do. If you need to fill out any specific information, it will give you the website, the URL, and everything underneath. We're not going to go down. We can go down here. We can see here for Delicious, for example, it gives you the Facebook, it gives you the URL and the domain to use when you're setting it up. So everything's pretty much done for you. You just have to sift through and get each of the social media set up. Now, some of them you may not have. For example, Delicious, Digo, a blogger. They're very simple to set up. All you need to do is set up the profile. Okay, you don't need to manage them or do immense amount of things to them. It's just get the generic profile set up, add your image if you can, no big deal if you don't, get it set up, and then link your IMGlobal blog to it, because your IMGlobal blog is going to send out that content to those different areas, and it's really going to get you incredible search engine rankings and also social interaction and traffic back to your particular blog, which is going to help you obviously get conversions and so on and so forth. So that is basically our new Getting Started wizard for our IMGlobal Authority blog. It's very simple. It's step by step by step. You can come back and click on any of the steps. You don't have to complete step 6 in entirety. Like I said, focus on getting your Google set up because it takes all 30 seconds. Once that's done, you can come back to it and finish the rest. Or if you want to get it set up and really have maximum exposure from day one, then just go through and set up each of these social networks. So that is the wrap up of our IMGlobal Authority blog. Now, I want to share with you very quickly. Some of you have been asking about fully customizing it. And let me share how you do that. Now, you come down here, you have to exit easy mode at this point. We don't have the step put into our Getting Started wizard. We will at a later stage. But then you're in your normal blog. Now, if you want to go back to the easy mode, which we recommend for most people, you click Activate Easy Mode up here. Very simple. But we want to go out of it. to show you this. And if you ever have any problems with easy mode, go to the normal mode, and then that should solve any issues that you have. We can see here lots of different very, very powerful plugins that we have loaded up. We're not going to get into those today, but let me tell you guys, they're very, very, very powerful, the best of the best, really to help you succeed in marketing whatever business opportunity or product that you want to market. In terms of changing the theme, it's very simple. We click Appearance and then on Themes, and we come across and we can see the default theme. And now if we want to see how a different theme, we have the choice of multiple themes. We can just click Live Preview and it will show us how it's going to look. So in here we can change the taglines, we can change colors. Let me just show you really quickly. So yellow, we can change it to yellow, we can change it to blue. So it's very, very simple and easy to customize everything. These pages, you know, we can delete if we're a small business and we want to purely promote our local business, our small business. We can delete these pages and have custom pages that we add. So as opposed to having the IMGlobal logo or the IMGlobal banner, you have the ability to fully customize your blog now, which is absolutely incredible, and it opens up a whole new world and a whole new opportunity for you to really help people market any business, product, or service on the planet. And this is an incredible advancement and really a game changer, because now within our network we have the ability to help any entrepreneur in any business in any country the ability to create a lead-sucking authority blog. And as our network grows, so does the effectiveness of the network. And this is very, very powerful once you understand this. Right now we're getting amazing search engine results, just incredible, never before seen on the internet. Imagine in a year or 2 years from now the results we're going to be getting. We're going to be dominating page one, top spot for any keyword that people want to choose. And that's the reality of what we have here with IMGlobal when we're heading in the future. And like I said, I'm very excited about this rollout. There's a lot of amazing features and tools, but ladies and gentlemen, it's very simple. Do your getting started wizard. Okay, you don't have to know about any of this other stuff. If you want to make money online, if you want to generate leads for your primary business, and you're not a small business, you don't need to customize. It's very simple. Use the high converting template that's already there. Do posts about your primary business or your other businesses, because the conversions on the current template are through the roof. Okay, so use everything that's already done for you, and then you can write posts about your specific product or your specific service that you want to market. Remember, we're marketing you first, your brand first, the product and opportunity second. So if you go and change all of your blog to you know, maybe it's product A, and then maybe 3 years from now, you know, you're not doing product A anymore, then you have to go in and totally redo all of that content, do everything again. Whereas if you leave it as a default, IMGlobal, where it's marketing you, then you don't have to go in and change it every few years. You don't have to change it ever, because it's marketing you and your brand is never going to change. So that's the word of advice I can give you in terms of optimizing and in terms of customizing your blog. If you want to build a lifetime long-term income, then brand yourself first and your product and opportunity second, because then you're going to attract people to join you as opposed to, you know, repel them, because not everybody's interested in the product or service that you offer. They're all interested in making money online. Okay, let me be clear. Everybody's interested in making money online, but not everybody's interested in product A, B, or C. But the root of it all, they're interested in making money online. IMGlobal gives them the tools that they need to make money online. So your market, your web, your net to capture these leads, sales, and profits is much larger when you have your default IMGlobal blog as your default blog. So that is the rundown of the IMGlobal Authority blog. We're going to do Q&A. We're going to head across to our YouTube channel. Now, those of you who'd like to ask questions about what we've just gone over, we're going to do a Q&A now, and then we're going to talk briefly about the marketing packages and really, you know, how they can add significant income to your bottom line. And it ties in with the Authority blog, because now you can not only offer a small business the SEO package, but you can offer them an Authority blog that will, you know, absolutely dominate the search engines for their local business. And it's an exciting time. If it doesn't make a lot of sense right now, don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. It'll come to you as you progress. You know, here at IMGlobal, we're about earning while you're learning. So right now you're learning, and if you're out there sharing your IMGlobal affiliate link, IMGlobal is very simple. To 1, blog daily, 2, share your IMGlobal affiliate link, and 3, teach people to do the same. Very simple, but very powerful. In doing so, you're going to generate leads, you're going to generate profits, you're going to build your brand online, and you're going to create an endless stream of multiple incomes. And really, you know, freedom. You know, that's what it's all about, guys. It's about having fun, making money, and building your business online here at IMGlobal. Now, I'm just going to bring up, Mal, if you want to recap on anything, I'm just going to bring up the questions that we have over on our YouTube channel, and we'll get some of those answered for you fine people.
Sure, Joel. Just one quick note for the people out there in the viewing audience. You know, Google Hangout's a great tool, but at the same time there are delays. I know that on my YouTube, Joel, you're still doing the training, and we're talking over here. So it's not, when you're typing something in there, it's not that we're overlooking you. It's there is delays around the world. Got to remember, we're a global company. Joel talks about making money online. He talked about the 2 blogs. I'll give you a hint here. Some people that have mentioned some things to us where they've got a successful business now, affiliate marketing, network marketing, something like that. They go, I don't want all the IMGlobal stuff out there. I want to keep my people focused. Yeah, we agree with that. That's what IMGlobal is about, building your business online. However, Joel had a very important point there, and I would suggest to do 2 things. With our new blog, incredible, isn't it? It's just incredible. And so easy and dominating. And think about this, impressive. That was the word that came to me, impressive. Impressive to you watching this, but can you imagine how impressed the audience is? Who's the audience? Anybody in the world that's looking you up. Anyone you already know. All your social media circles on Google and Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube and all of that. Every single person, could you imagine what they will think when they see what's happening, that all of a sudden there's you know, you and these great posts and these great links and all this is popping up their social media pages about you, and they go, wow, I can't believe that. How'd she do that? You know, you might be a Ma, and your social club for whatever you have in your community uses Facebook, and there you are coming up, you know, you're a business person now dominating. They'll go, well, I'd like to talk to her, I want to know. Now, when you think about that as well, when you're writing a blog, I remember way back, it's got to be 25, 30 years ago, a leader in industry taught me. He was actually a leader in traditional finance services and everything. They used to tell me to shoot for the recruit, miss with the sale. What are you saying? Well, if you just write about your one specific product, outside of making money online, you know, maybe you've got something that'll make you grow taller. You know, you drink something and you grow taller. Everybody must want that, right? Well, there'll be people that don't want it. And if you only have your blog and all your banners promoting that one company and that's totally it, that's very good for you. But if the person's not interested in that, they're gone. They've gone. They've entered no information. They've not opted in to get more information. They've done nothing. So you don't even know they were there. So what would I suggest? Use both blogs. Go out and post on your new blog and all customize it, and then take the same posting and put it in with all the IMGlobal. Now, what am I talking about there? What happens? They see, they might be looking up about drinking to get taller. That doesn't interest me. They look at it, but boy, oh boy, look at that up there, 100% profit. I'd like to make money online. I'll do that. Miss with the person that you're getting, but still end up with business and sale and making money. So, it's like riding 2 horses, but we're actually having the same rider on both with the same content. That would be my suggestion. That's not the thing to do mostly. Joel could probably add to that for you a little bit. Next thing is, we all want to make money online. So Joel continually talks about sharing your link. Well, you share your link by blogging. That's one way, and then your blogging link is out there, and then you're really sharing your IMGlobal affiliate site, because your whole IMGlobal blog platform is a direct link to your IMGlobal.me and your username or your ID number, whichever one you're using. So that's one part of sharing your link. The other way is, when you use this new blog, it's so much easier to share your link because your social media, that whole network is going to be told. So there goes out your link. So I would make sure whatever you blog about always have some call to action, some comment at the end of it, or even in the middle, or even in the beginning. It doesn't matter, about IMGlobal. And what am I talking about? You could be writing about anything at all. Writing about a new car, some new car that just came on the market. And all you have to do is, people might be interested in the car, but they cost money. Wish you had enough money to buy a new car. I found a solution. Now that curiosity will get the person to click that. Now they're on to how they can make money online. That's one way of sharing the link. The other way is the old-fashioned way. Just put it in emails. Call up people and tell them to go here and check this out. But if you do this, if you share your link through blogging, through sharing your link, while you're learning, you are earning. We want you to learn, but we also want you to share in the 100% profits. So it's kind of, we want you to take on two tasks. Don't forget about promoting your IMGlobal business, but then at the same time, go learn all your wizards. So I would say do a bit, little each day, both parts, right? Until you get this thing really rolling and rocking and enjoy the freedom that Joel talks about to you. Sorry, folks. Go ahead, Joel.
Perfect. Thanks, Mal. And we got some questions coming in. So the first question, my camera's off for some reason, but we'll worry about that later, is related to that first, when I spoke about make sure you're logging into the right URL. It's a great question. When I'm in a new blog setup wizard and I'm told I don't have authority to do anything and I can't make any changes to the features, that's because you're not logged into the correct URL. You want to make sure that you're logged into your username URL, not the default main blog. So it's very important, and that's why I illustrated it in the PowerPoint earlier, that you need to make sure that you're logged into the correct URL, which is your username has to be in that URL. So that will solve all of those problems for you. Another question is, I can see we can change the header image, but can we change it? Can we add a custom header, for example, your own picture as a header? Yes, Valerie, you can do that through simply changing the theme. The default theme is preset, but you can change the theme and add whatever header that you wish on that blog. Now, we will be making some adjustments hopefully this week, which will enable you to change the default blog header as well. So that should solve your problem. That'll enable you to keep the sidebar as is and then just change the header at the top. We have, let me just see here. Some of them we've already answered, so I won't repeat them. But what do you recommend for the best settings for optimum results? Will we have training on the more advanced tools and settings? Yes, we will have trainings on the more advanced tools and settings, but the reality is, until you've got your content out on your blog, the other tools won't be effective for you. So the idea, ladies and gentlemen, is to do the getting started wizard in the new blog and get blogging straight away. The rest of it will fill in the blanks. You don't need to know everything in order to make money. If you just focus on the one simple thing, which is doing your getting started wizard when you log in and start blogging and daily do that and share your affiliate link, you will create the income that you so desire and the leads and sales for whatever business that you choose. Okay, on the Discover blog, about the author footer does not show below every post. Okay, it does show below every post. You just have to set it up correctly. So make sure that you set up your author bio, which is what we went over in the beginning of the presentation with the photo and your descriptive. Make sure that's set up correctly, so then that will show after every single post. And again, yep, changing and adding graphics to the current theme. We will be working on that later in this week, but if you want to change anything in the time being, you can change the widgets around. or you can change the entire theme and then work from there. Remember, any content that you create in your blog, any blog post, every time you change your theme, you don't lose it. It just changes the way it's laid out. So you can play around with that. You know, the important thing is getting your content up and start getting those blogs indexed for you, and then you can change the theme and kind of move stuff around on the go, so to speak. We've got what else have we got? We'll do one more question and then we'll move on to the marketing packages, because we're hitting the top of the hour, and I value your time, and we've gone through quite a lot today and enough for everybody to get their blog set up. Are there any plans to add integration with some of the top social business networks such as LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr? Great news, Antonio. It's already integrated. So all of the networks that you've mentioned, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram, Tumblr, Pinterest, LinkedIn, they're all within the step 6. So once you get step 6 set up, they're syndicated, and every time you do a blog post, they'll send out to all of those different social medias. I don't believe Instagram is there yet, but that may be something that comes in the future. So great news on that. You've just got to set up step 6 in the Getting Started Wizard, and that's going to be all automated for you. And you can fully customize the way that appears as well, and add your own personal, preface to the post. So you can say, hey, check out my new post, or share some love to my new post, and that will automatically post that to all of those different social medias with a link back to your blog. So great question. Let's move along now to the SEO and traffic packages, okay? Because these tie very much in with the fully customizable authority blog, and every small business owner out there is trying to scramble to get their business online, and there's a lot of sharks out there. I mean, our SEO packages, they're literally half the price of what the market is charging. So we have an incredible value to offer business owners. You can basically go out there and pretty much, even if they are already getting SEO services, you can get better results for half the price of what most people are charging. So it's an incredibly powerful package. And just got a couple more questions coming in. Yeah, we've gone over that. Any further questions, guys, or any issues, just send a ticket to support. They'll get right on that. There will be a few bugs as the new blogging platforms rolled out, so any dramas, just send it through. Yeah, if you're getting insufficient permissions, okay, just send a ticket to support. If you're sure that you're logging in through the correct URL, just make sure you send a ticket through to support, and I'll get them to check that out ASAP later today, ladies and gentlemen. So by the time, if you're in the US, by the time you get up, that'll be solved for you. And the domain mapping is not operational just yet, Daryl. It'll be coming live today, and we'll have more information on that probably in tomorrow's email update. The opportunity for multiple blogs, we will be looking into that. At this point, it'll be one blog per IMGlobal account. So if you want to create multiple blogs, we will look at a solution for that in the future. Now, back to the packages. I'm not going to spend too much time on them, because right now, live in your back office is the ability to download the marketing packages. Now, let me just see if I can share my screen, and I can show you those. No, it won't let me share my screen anymore. Good old Google. So in your back office, and this was an email update that was sent out yesterday and also previous the day before, you go to the resources page. Okay, next to the marketing tab, there's a training page, and in that training page, there's a menu that says resources and downloads. So you click on that, and that'll take you to the 3 sections. You have the IMGlobal system training. You want to click on the IMGlobal system training, and then you'll see the folder, which is a zip file. You double click to download it to your desktop or to your computer, and then you can unzip that file And in that file is all of the marketing materials, all of the flyers, all of the call scripts, everything you need to go out there and start marketing those small business packages, either in your local community or from home over the telephone. So we give you the ability and the tools to go into local businesses and give them information that you can print out at home or take it into a printer and print out, or you can make the phone calls online and do everything from the comfort of your own home. It's up to you. Very, very simple system to follow. Just plug in, follow the system, and let the system do all of the heavy lifting. You just simply provide traffic into the capture page, into your capture page, and let the capture page and the marketing materials help get qualified buyers for the marketing packages. And remember, guys, you're getting 33.33%. You're getting a third of that marketing package. So you have the ability, just by helping a few small businesses in your local area, to generate an extra $1,000 a month of income. Think about that for a minute. How much, you know, even $300 to $500 a month difference would that make to, you know, hundreds of people in your community? You can do that very easily through following the system and getting out there and helping your local businesses get their business online at a very, very reasonable price. And remember, everything's done for you. You just follow the system, fill the funnel. All of the SEO, everything's done by our Ninja SEO team. You don't have to worry about that. All your responsibility is getting those marketing materials in the hands or in front of the eyes of the small business owners, and let the marketing materials do the rest. Yes, you'll have to do some follow-up and make some phone calls, but the reality is the marketing materials are very effective at getting the end result. So it's just a matter of putting enough people through the marketing funnel to get the results at the end. Now, we're up on the hour. Now, Malcolm, I know you wanted to mention a couple of things in closing, so I'm going to turn it back over to you, my friend. Thank you for everybody being here on the Hangout with us today. If you have any further questions, you can put them on our Hangout, on our YouTube page. We'll get back to you on those. And Malcolm, if you want to close out the call, it's I'm excited to kind of be here with the rollout of this, and you know, don't get overwhelmed. You're going to be learning as you're earning, so you're not going to get everything day one. And you know, just be patient. And the main thing, if I can leave you with anything, is very simple: add content to your new blog. Post and post and post. You can always come back and optimize it, make it look better. But the reality is, the more content you get up on your post now, the faster it's going to index, the faster the Google search bots are going to be on your page, and the better rankings you're going to get faster. So that's the one thing I want to leave you with. Just get out there, blog about your excitement, blog about your primary company, blog about yourself, and you know, blog about where we're heading with IMGlobal. And that now the buzz is starting to happen, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're blogging about those particular topics I just mentioned, then you're going to start getting more traffic, more leads, more sales, and more 100% profits in your back pocket. Malcolm, turn it back over to you, my friend.
Hey, thanks, Joel. It's incredible what Joel has been putting together for each and every one of you folks. But we're here to have fun, make money, and build your business online. So one way I know of having fun, there's a company out there that actually talks about, it's a health company that talks about money as a health issue. And it is. Money is a health issue. You know, lack of money creates stress. Stress, we know, is one of the biggest problems for health. So we want you to make money. So I want you not to forget. There's a lot of information on these Hangouts, but don't forget this simple fact. One third of every subscription that you personally promote with IMGlobal, be it the IMGlobal package for $49, there's $15 a month, 1/3 in every single month in and month out. Or the yearly package, you know, you want to make $100, go out, you know, you can't tell people what you have. Show them all, show them value. 1/3 right up front. Now that 1/3 becomes great money. Joel just mentioned that. Go to what I was just doing, what Joel was asking, go into IMGlobal office. Go over to the 5th tab. Let me just go back to that. Well, one. I will. Yes, I will. You know, Joel gets going because he sees this all the time. System training, and there's a training vault right below it, resources and download. Go and take that information, folks, and then go, you know, whenever you're going anywhere with your children to sport, when you're going out to do business, whatever, drop a flyer off, print some of this stuff off, or just go out and read a script to them, whatever. But you know, folks, a small business spending a few $100s or $500 or $1,300 package, you know, they will do that. They've spent a lot more than that before and got poorer results. They're looking for the answer just like you were looking for the answer. You'll be surprised how quickly that can add up to where you've got quite a few $1,000s a month, and I call it personal. That 33 and 1/3% revenue that you generate personally by promoting IMGlobal is direct to you instantly every single month. Now, these small business packages, they're monthly residual. This is monthly income. This could be thousands and thousands and thousands over time. You're in this for the long haul. Then let's not forget the next step. You're also building your own marketing, the tools that everyone needs in this 21st century gold rush. So yes, we're learning to blog. Yes, we're learning all these new platforms, but there's some core activity, and that's sharing what we have. We have the tools. You remember the excitement you had in April and May? Well, last couple of days of April, and May and June. That excitement doesn't go away for any brand new person. There is still 4.5 billion people online that are thinking one thing every day: how can I make money online? I wish I knew how to make money. You have all the answers. So be excited about that you have the answers, and then let them fit into the portion of IMGlobal that suits them. Joel talks to you about letting IMGlobal do all the heavy lifting. What you got to do is share the link, share the road, traffic road to get there. How do you do that? Blogging. How do you do it? Sharing your IMGlobal link. How else do you do it? The old-fashioned way that you build a business, by being excited about what you got. That's the one thing I want you to be excited about. You know, folks, we got it all. IMGlobal has all of the tools. IMGlobal has all the marketing material. IMGlobal now has all this new, well, I'm just going to say platform for you. But you know what it is? It's just adding to your toolbox. So far ahead of anybody else out there in the same business, in the same game. And all the other fellas that we mentioned, you know, that word shyster and shark and a lot of S's. Well, why is that? Because there's such a demand, folks. When there's such a demand from the general public, it attracts everybody to get a piece of the action. But you can set yourself above all of that by doing just those 3 simple things. Blog like crazy. That's going to create a lot of traffic for you and leads. Go and talk to all the people you know about what you got. You've got all the tools to the 21st century gold rush, what everyone's looking for, how to make money online, and then go out. You'll be confident just to go out and use what we have in what we just showed you in those marketing and resources. Go and download that stuff and start giving that to small businesses. Folks, you'll be so surprised the response you get. You'll be surprised the average person out there in small business you don't think has anything to do with online, that they've been just as frustrated as you trying to find the answer, have the answer for. So what does that translate into? Then sharing in those profit shares. You know, 25 members and then 75 members. And then, you know, the mentor share, 45% of the company's revenue. Could you imagine just, you know, we just do it paid out $180,000. We're doing $1 million. Let's say you do $1 million a month. That's just around the corner. You want 45% of that? That's $450,000 that's a little less because yes, we have to run the company. There's no wages. Joel only earns his money the way I earn it, the way you do, doing exactly what I said. But there is the cost of this SEO ninja team. You got to remember that Joel spent a fortune on these guys and got the best, the A team. When he talks about the A team, it really is the A team that we're delivering for each and every single person. But that share, the mentor share, there's an incredible income there. Hundreds of thousands of dollars a month for an individual or as a group. So what am I saying? We're a community. Let's get that community spirit together. We can blog. We can share our affiliate link. We can go and learn and profit. And then what do we want to do? Comment. Well, Joel, I know it is very important. He talks about a network. Create that network amongst yourselves. Be proud to be IMGlobal and comment on each and everyone else's post. As you comment on them, they'll comment on you. You're tying the whole thing together like a spider web. So, you know, Paul Novan says, IMGlobal, are you? That's such an important thing, folks, because, you know, if you stay with this, if you do as we just ask you to go out and do. Why do we keep going back to the wizard? Because we notice a lot of people don't, you know. A lot of people want to get to the money first without learning something. There's two parts to this. You're going to earn and you're going to learn. But I'm telling you, folks, this is the real deal. You really do. I've said this before, but you have the best car in this 21st century internet gold rush race. on the front row, pole position, starting grid, the greatest horsepower, newest engine available, and you just got given more horsepower. Joel just put a supercharger on that engine for you. You got the highest octane fuel. You got the best tires. You got a pit crew. Now A-Team, SEO, Ninja Team, you're the best pit crew in the business. And there's a guy up there on the starting post, and he's got that flag in his hand that's about to drop. You just got to put your foot on the gas. That's it, folks. You have a great night over there in North America. All you folks that started Monday like the rest of us here in the world, looking forward to another big week and a phenomenal push to finish off this awesome August that we have. We'd like to pay out $180,000 just in this month to you folks out there in the field. That would make Joel's heart sing. I know that. This man is a man of abundance, a man of intelligence, and a man that's willing to give it all away to you. All you got to do is go out and take it. It's yours. Thanks, Joel. Thanks again, folks.